All right, this is a common problem we see all the time, guys. Wholesaler sends me a DM on Instagram and says, "Hey, Pace, I have a dead lead in Villa Rica, Georgia. Never heard of that place. The seller is motivated, but I couldn't find any buyers." Here's what's interesting. What you just told me is that you started a car dealership in the middle of the desert with nobody around to buy a car. Why would you create a product that nobody can buy? What you do first in real estate is you always do your market research first on your buyer. Stop trying to go get a seller. Go find a buyer first every single time. If you're an educator as well and you're watching this video, or maybe you're one of your mentees sent this to you and said, "Hey, Pace says find the buyer first." If you disagree with me, just look in the mirror and apologize to yourself for being wrong, because you're wrong. If you're students or if you're a brand new person in this real estate industry, this is the big differentiator. If I know how to find value, like really find value of a property by underwriting and looking at comparable properties and really coming up with the real number for a house, then it's okay for me to go find sellers. But I can tell you 99.9% of wholesalers and real estate investors out there that are probably 6 months or less in the business have no clue on how to find value of a property. So what they're doing is they're going out and doing what Hope is doing. Literally, her name is Hope, by the way. She's hoping to find a seller, and then she's hoping to find a buyer. Finding a buyer is incredibly easy. In fact, I have a training down in the description below. It's a link. It's free. I'll give it to you on how to find a buyer, how to talk to a buyer, how to do market research on what that buyer is looking for, and then how to turn around and go find a property for that buyer specifically. Imagine I want to start a t-shirt company, and I want to start a t-shirt company in Hollywood Hills, California. So I do market research and I find out most people in Hollywood, California are size small, size medium, and a little bit of large, because everybody there in Hollywood cares about their bodies. You know, people there, it's like the vein capital of the United States. All right, so I start selling a lot of t-shirts. I start making a lot of money. And I go, you know what? I'm going to double down. So I take that same buyer profile and I go to Arkansas, where there's nobody that has a size small or size medium. Everybody's large, extra large, triple XL. I'm just using that as an example, as if you just think that your buyer is your buyer, no matter where you are, you're going to fail. You're going to be like Hope and you're going to be doing this. Go do a customer profile on who you're going to serve. Your buyer is your customer. How dare you go and start a real estate investing business or a wholesaling business not knowing what your buyer actually wants? And that requires a conversation with your buyer. It requires a relationship with your buyer. Don't be like Hope and literally hope that when you get a house under contract, I mean, Hope found a motivated seller. She legitimately says, seller's ready to sell, the seller's motivated, but I can't find a buyer. Why are you wholesaling in Villa Rica, Georgia? It doesn't make sense. Find out where the buyers are, have a conversation with those buyers and get a profile of exactly what they're looking for, and then go start marketing for sellers. It sounds basic, it sounds elementary. A lot of your educators and even people on YouTube are gonna tell you, go get the deal first. They're wrong. Do not go get the deal first, because you're gonna put sellers in a horrible position because you got them in a contract that you don't have the ability to sell. And now you're lying to them, you're causing them to go one way or the other, you're making them make decisions in their life. You're screwing with somebody's life as a wholesaler if you don't already have a buyer in mind when you're marketing for a seller and a distressed property. Don't be like Hope. Go find a buyer. Go watch my training down below. It's completely free. I'll give it to you. I just really want people in this industry to help out sellers by profiling and educating themselves on what buyers really want so that they can, boom, get that profile and go look for it in the distressed market arena. So guys, if you have any questions, you need help, please make a comment down below. And on your way down there, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Really appreciate you guys. And let me know when I can answer your DMs or your YouTube comments on future videos.